12, 11, 10, 9. Ignition sequence starts. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0. All engine running. Liftoff. We have a liftoff.
You're listening to Goof On Radio with Rich Giordano.
My personal belief is that there is very compelling evidence that we may not be alone.
There has been and is an existing presence, an ET presence. It's not going to make a difference. It's not going to change reality.
I believe, as do the other folks that were on the flight, that when we visually saw it, that it was something not from this world.
Goof On Radio.
You were either in or you were either out, brother.
But the cream will rise to the top, oh yeah.
Goof On Radio with Rich Giordano.
I occasionally think how quickly our differences worldwide would vanish if we were facing an alien threat from outside this world.
Goof On Radio.
Remain seated, please. Permanecer sentados, por favor.
You're listening to Goof On Radio with Rich Giordano.
All right. Welcome to Go Fun, everybody. I'm your host, Rich Giordano. It is Tuesday, January the 12th, 2021. Welcome to the show, everybody. So, it's beginning. It's beginning. I love watching these people go crazy. It's disclosure. It's happening. It really is. No. I don't know. Maybe it is. But 2 million documents or something like that. I know. I saw 700. I saw 2 million. Between 700 and 2 million documents we've got declassified by the CIA, Central Intelligence Agency, saying that, hey, 180 days, here you go. Here's 2 mil. I think it's 700 reports, 2 million docs or something like that. I'll show you the title because they say two things, and it's very frustrating. But I want to welcome everybody to the beginning of disclosure. You really think that they're going to give us disclosure? Can't handle it. I saw in the chat room some people were like, do you really think the world's ready for disclosure? No. No. You may be. I may be. But the 99% of the world, they're not be. Can you imagine disclosing that right about now? Well, actually, it wouldn't be a bad thing, I think, if they really, really, really gave us the truth and said, look, we've been in communication with something. I don't know if it's Alpha Centauri. I don't know if it's Vega. I don't know if it's Andromeda. All I know is we're getting signals. We don't know where they're coming from, and they are repeating. And I'm not talking about those FRBs, those fast radio bursts. I'm talking about signals that they found from Alpha Centauri, which is the closest star system to our sun, I think. Something like that. And it's got a planet in the habitable zone, they say, kind of Earth-like. Do you know how difficult it would be for another civilization to be where we are at the same exact time in evolution, technical evolution, technological evolution? Do you know how difficult that would be? I think the possibilities there, I do, because there are so many billions of planets out there. There's more planets than there are stars. And they say there's billions. And if you use the new equation, they say there's 37 civilizations that are out there right now. See, that's a good number to me. 37. It's a tough number. It's solid. A 3 and a 7 equals 10. It's a good number. But it's a real number. Because if you think about it, we've only got Earth out of, I'm going to round it up to 10. 10 big objects. I know it's 9, but if you want to say 8 and add Pluto because you're old school, we'll say 9 for SNGs. Shits and giggles. But let's say 1 out of every 10 has a habitable planet in its solar system. If you deduce how old that system is, how close those planets may be, do they have a moon? See, we have to have a moon to keep the Earth stable. Without the moon, I don't think we would be here. We need stability. We need things to coagulate in the froth of Earth to evolve from fish, apes, whatever, to who we are today. So to have that on another planet, the odds are, I would have to say, if the universe is 14 billion years old, you have to take every year in 14 billion and then divide it by how many planets in the habitable zone, and then figure out how long it took for life to evolve on Earth, which was 4 billion years. So 37 is a good number. So there may be 37 other planets that could be right where we are at as far as evolutionary in the technological and intelligent stage of human life. And I tell you what, out of all those 37, How many of them really look like us? Would their language be the same? Would we understand what they're saying? No. There's no way that they would be speaking English, Japanese, Russian. Forget about it. They're speaking Klingonese, Star Wars language. Oh, that's English. Yeah. What am I, an idiot? Yeah. It's a good time to be alive right now, guys. It's a good time. Yeah, this is weird. How come that's not giving me what I need? Here we go. You know what I mean? We're living in a time that's wickedly cool, if you ask me. Well, I'm telling you. We're going to launch, I don't know, did they launch the biggest rocket ever yet? We're about to test that one out to take us to Mars, I think. Can you imagine what they're going to find if we really make it to Mars? I want them to land where I want them to land. Don't be going in the middle of nowhere. You know? Go to where we need you to go. You know what I'm talking about? What's that place called? On Mars. Centauri? What is it? I can't remember the name of it. I want to go there where the face on Mars. Cydonia, I believe. Yeah, Cydonia. I want to go there. Let's stop pussyfooting around and dropping us in the middle of a crater. Dropping us, robots. Well, you know what I mean? I need to see some structures, man. I need to be convinced we're going to Mars to look for that stuff. You think we're really going to go to Mars to live there? Are you out of your Vulcan mind? There's no way. No way. It's ridiculous. We're going there to look for archives. We're going there to look for aliens. That's why we're going. We're not going to live there. They may go to live there because getting them back home, I think, might be impossible. But let's have them roam on the planet until they're dead. Right? It'll take them forever to do it. Yeah. I don't know. Yeah. It's a interesting dilemma, I think they're in. Trying to tell me they're going to go live on Mars. They can't even live here on Earth. Live on Mars. Nobody's living on anywhere. Did it? No? Am I wrong? Could I be wrong? I know. You're going to say I'm wrong. I know. No, Rich, you're wrong. When have I ever steered you wrong? Come on. Not me. I would like to think they're going there to Mars. What's that? Yeah, that's the last night for roll call. Roll call! It's got to be the last night. Hey, Chew, thank you for the $5 super chat. Very generoso. Chew says for $5. Hey, hi, Rich. Hi, chat. Hope you all well. And you as well, my friend. Thank you very much. Extreme Generoso makes you feel warm and fuzzy inside. Don't forget to like and subscribe because that's how the algorithm needs it. You feed that algorithm thumbs ups and they share the show. It's true. Kid you not. The more thumbs up the videos get, I see the views go higher and higher. I'm not a view guy. I like subs. Somebody looks at that number and they see subs and they go, okay, he's been around a little while. Or, okay, they made a mark on our community. Or, okay, they have good videos. Or, okay, I like this guy. Or, okay, they have good content. Or, okay. People sub for all the different reasons. I hope you sub because you're just here to enjoy the news in ufology and the paranormal as best as I could bring it with a little twist. My twist on it. That's all it is. Hey, let's get going here. I know they don't have to punch me in the arm twice. Roll call. Coral Ann in the TV set. Not anymore. Stuart Blodwell, welcome to the show. Tina Mobley, welcome, welcome. John Talsquan. John Talkasquan? Cool name. IR Film, welcome to the... Hey, William Pattison. IR Film, welcome to the show. I didn't finish the sentence. William Pattison. Gores and Scares, everybody. Gores and Scares. The writer, the author of horror. Mike Johnson. Hello, Mike Johnson. Welcome to the show. Sandra Heath, welcome to the show. Iceman Gambino, welcome to the show. Mary Hall, welcome to the show. Sparkle, 8 Sparkle, welcome to the show. Lori Oliphant, welcome to the show. Ed, 113067, welcome to the show. Big Cat, welcome to the show. Red Panda, welcome to the show. DJ, welcome to the show. So nice they. Nathan Allen, Nathan Nitsky, Nathan's Hot Dogs, welcome to the show. All right. Can we just keep upward spiral? Welcome to the show. Sally Monsal. Frapsap. Welcome, guys, gals, dolls, and everybody. All right. I don't know. Missy! How you feeling? Good? Great. Good to hear. Good. You look marvelous, darling, you know. Nobody. Hey, if you're not even 18 years old, you wouldn't get that reference. You look marvelous. You know that? William Scott Thomas. William Scott Thomas to the principal's office, please. Ha! That's what it reminds me of. Your name. William Scott Thomas, please come to the principal's office. Your mother is waiting. Hey, Chop 1T. Yeah, kind of looks funny there. Welcome to the show. Welcome to the show. FAP. He's not DHP. Welcome to the show. Cricket Lulu. Welcome to the show. All right. Mervyn Pervin. One of the best names on the intranet. Sir Wolf 67. You're 1 year older than me. Good to know. I'm not the oldest. Stu Gerson. That's all I got. I'm still a little bit under that weather. Hey, Chris Jarvis, hey, you made it. Stargate Traveler made it. Good to see you all here. All right, Game Vet 02 just caught you. Scotty Eisner, welcome. Fast Hemi Machinist, welcome. So I think tonight's going to be the last night. Did I say Sandra Heath? I thought I didn't. You know why? It takes a long time. I like doing it, but I think you don't like it. You see? Because it's taking too long. Remember in the old days? 6 people. Remember that? Hey, how you doing? Nathan, Bill, Coral Ann, William. See, you guys have been here since the beginning, pretty much. John Vittor just snuck through the door. Jay Breezy made it, 007. Kay Kaylee's in the house now. Everybody warm up to the fire. Get your feet propped up on your chaise lounge. And let's enjoy the imagination of disclosure. Welcome to Goof On, everybody. All right. So, the news of the day is the CIA declassified over 2 million documents regarding UFOs. Is this isn't the one I was reading. I don't want to show you this one. There's another one I have somewhere. Hold on. Yeah, we're not going to do it that way, Lord. Hey, Sly, how you doing? Making it to the show. You know I got a lot of class. You were driving by. I know. You saw the lights were on. Hey, you know, that's pretty good, you know. I figured I'd walk right through the door, you know. Have you guys seen Rocky 3 yet? Yeah. It's pretty good. You know, sold Hulk Hogan. No, all right. CIA UFO docs. releases this. We see them online. See the related documents. UFO index. It was unexpectedly made. All right, let's see if this is it. They all are using different titles. The one that I like is on my phone, and I don't know where. It says it's the best. You'll love it. Love it. Come on. You know, I try to make the thumbnails. Here it is. It says, the truth is in there. CIA declassifies 2 million documents on UFOs dating back to the 1970s that reveal a mysterious object was analyzed by agency's chief scientist in 1976. It's funny, I read that, and they did say they were talking about a UFO and wanted to get all this information on it, a mysterious object. I don't know if we need to talk about it, but let me see. This one, that's from the Daily Mail. Let's go to the Daily Mail and see. Because I like the way they wrote the article, that's why. No? We're not gonna? Forget it. You still want to talk about it, though. All right. Well, we'll talk about it. Because we're here. So, there's a lot of stuff. And hold on a second. See, I don't like when they don't give you the date. This collection catalogs CIA information on the subject. See, this isn't the one. See, I don't like how they do that. They mix in other articles to make you think. We'll just talk about this one by Hannah Sparks. So, you want to do MediaWire instead? We can do MediaWire. Forget it. We're not going to do it now. I'm joking. So, federal intelligence on ET technology at your fingertips. What? Let me get you to look at it. So, by way of the Freedom of Information Act, which is called FOIA request, why would that show up on the screen? Why would you hit that, of all things? Thousands of CIA documents on unidentified flying objects, or UAPs as the government calls them, are now accessible via download. And you can see them online, but the Black Vault has them. The CIA claims they have now provided all the information on UAP they have. Ha! Yeah, really? Really? Is that? Oh my God, that's what they're saying. Though there is no way to know that's true. That's true. Research by the Black Vault will continue to see if there are additional documents still uncovered within the CIA's holdings. Greenwald promised in a statement on his website. Missy with the $1 super chat. I almost said sticker. I need a quick drink. Hey, shut up. Well, so what do you think? You think this is the big dump? The 180-day thing? You think this is it? So there's nothing else? Nah. Nah. The release comes months before the Pentagon was due to brief Congress on all they knew about UAP. A date dictated in the most recent COVID-19 relief bill, of all places, which passed in late December. Wait a second. The bill passed? Where was I? The bill passed. So then it's not about getting these documents so they can pass the bill. The demands for alien intel became so many that the CIA eventually compiled it onto a CD-ROM obtained by John Greenwald and uploaded by the Black Vault, dived into dozens of downloads, PDFs, etc. Greenwald told Vice's motherboard that he believes the documents are made difficult to parse for calculated reasons. They do. They make it difficult. They put it on files that are hard to download and research, copy and paste, and all that stuff. They put it in outdated formats. This outdated format, it makes it very difficult for people to see these documents. They know what they're doing and use them. They don't want people using it, but anyway, people have. They figured out a way. Oh, imagine that. Greenwald had levied multiple FOIA requests during the past 2 decades. FOIA requests. Freedom of Information Act. That's a FOIA request. Because I see people asking sometimes. He's been doing that for the last couple of decades in pursuit of non-confidential findings on UFOs collected by the U.S. government. Since he said he's been doing it since he was 15. And you can take something that took more than a decade to come to my mailbox and give it to the public for free in an instant. That's why I do it, he said. I'm fairly hooked on the whole FOIA thing. Yeah. In this CIA document that you're looking at here, let me go ahead and pump up the screen so you get a full version. Yeah, I could get rid of you guys, but that would be rude. But let's just see if that helps. It really doesn't. You're seeing the same thing. It's the same size no matter which way. That's what she said. No, that's not. Stop it. I can't even read this. But here, John from the Black Vault says, in this document, the Assistant Deputy Director for Science and Technology was shown something related to a UFO that was hand-carried to him. You understand? Capiche? Hey, it's a one capiche show. He decided he would personally look into it, and after, he gave advice on moving forward. That advice is classified. In the second post by John, says, for the past nearly 2 years, I have an open mandatory declassification review request to hopefully get some of these redactions lifted so we can see what was hand-delivered and what his advice may be. That's interesting. Let's see if this helps. Oh, that's his tweet. Oh, yeah, well, here we go. That helped a little bit. No? Yeah, hold on. Doesn't help. So, it says, per the request in reference, we attempted to obtain analytical guidance on the UFO subject. I don't know why it's redacted. We contacted the A/DDS&T, Dr. So-and-so, to see if he knew of any official UFO program and also to attempt to answer some of the questions posed by so-and-so and Dr. So-and-so, exhibited interest in so-and-so, which was hand-carried to his office. After a short examination of its contents, Dr. So-and-so advised us that he would personally look into... Okay, we saw that. All right. So that's what this is. Everything's redacted. Redact. Nice. That's what we like to see. Good job, John. Anyway, it shows a former CIA Assistant Deputy Director for Science and Technology exhibited interest in one particular unnamed object. He decided he would personally... All right, we said that already. So this dump, this records dump, because that's what it really is. It's a pile of dump. It's a dump. I'm sorry. I hate to be Mr. Negative. You know what I mean, COVID? Wow. That is good stuff. So the dump comes at a moment in history when Americans are particularly interested in alien intelligence, indicated by a recent uptick in UFO sightings and viral popularity of media relating to extraterrestrial life. Really? Are we seeing any of these videos going viral? COVID. Nothing's going viral. Last year, only if it's in the mainstream media, it goes viral. Capiche? Hey, it's a two capiche show. Last year, the Defense Department officially declassified shocking video. I hate it! It's not shocking. It's shitty video. Tom DeLonge sucks. What? Which videos? These. I am not increasing the screen size.
Sensational news.
No, stop it. Damn it. I can't have those ads playing. What is this? Why is this on my thing? I just lost the file because I didn't want that video playing on the show. A Fox thing? Are you kidding me? When did that happen? What time is it? Right at the bottom of the half hour. Okay. I have to remove that. Let's pull up the article again. I still have it. Hold on. Hold on, kitten caboodles. I like the way the lights look tonight for some reason. I don't know. You know what's going on? Why some days it looks better than others? All right, I'll continue with the story. I have it over here from Fox 5. This is amazing. There's an FM radio signal coming from Jupiter's moon, Ganymede. Ganymede? It's crazy. Yeah. Well, so we understand that this dump comes at a time when we are interested more than ever in UFOs, but does that mean the public is really more interested, or is it that mainstream media is pushing it out there, giving the illusion that Americans are really going crazy over UFOs? Because I have to be honest with you. When I talk to people I don't know or just met, they don't give a shh at all about UFOs. Nobody. And I think that's weird. I think people are lying. Still, even though they could talk to me openly about it, you understand? They know. They won't. People are still sketch when it comes to UFOs. How embarrassing. Did I see hey, Ricardo Jimenez, a $2 super sticker. Thank you very much. And it's a cool pear-shaped workout being guy. By the way, that is very nice of you. Very generoso. Very. Very cool. Oh, and I got another $20. And I hate to talk about it, but I have to thank him. You know what I mean? It was on the Cash App again. I can't believe this Cash App. It's so cool. The link's in the description, but this one comes from... Well, I can only say his first name, Mario. Yeah, from Spain. $20. So cool. Yeah, I got that right before the show. It's not Mario Heat. No, it's not Mario Heat. It's a guy named Mario. As they say on Staten Island, Mario. They don't say Mario Brothers. It's Mario Brothers. Funny. So back to this dump. See, I am getting irate. A little bit. Because here I am. I got the story up here, right? I'm looking right at it. And then it just stops midway through. I don't understand. So I'm going to go back and look it up somewhere else real quick. All right, here we go. Back to normal. So John puts on this dump, one of the most important cases I think he sees in here, and that is of a UFO incident where this doctor science guy wanted to look into it, which is real interesting. All right, that, you know what? Done with the internet. I'm going on my little thing here. I swear that using my cell phone is much better than using my computer. I get different things show up, and it shouldn't. I use Chrome. It should be the same whether it's on the cell or and it's not. All right, so let me get back into this. I'm going all over the place because I'm trying to maintain some sort of sanity in my mind. The CIA declassified a trove of more than 700 documents. See, that's what it says here, but the title says 2 million. Now I'm confused. The remarkable dossier filled with what the CIA claims is every single one of its files to reveal everything they know about UFOs to Congress under a clause slipped into the $2.3 trillion, the 2.3 trillion corona, damn it, I didn't want to say it, virus relief bill signed into law by Trump. A DailyMail.com review about 1/10 of the files in the Black Vault database, which could take weeks to comb through in its entirety, revealed a few perplexing examples of UAP sightings. Yeah, like I said, the ones that John likes the most. Hey, FrapSap! $8.88. That's a really cool. I like that. It's a cool amount. He says in his super chat, the last time we got a CIA declassified documents dump was during the interim period between Obama and Trump administration. I thought it was when Podesta tried doing that with Hillary Clinton. So it was before, that was the last dump? Damn. So how long ago? You figure 2016, and then you go, it's 2012 was the last. That sounds about right. 9 years. That sounds right. I think FrapSap's right. And by the way, Super Generoso on the $8.88 super chat. Thank you very much. That's true. I think you're right. So every 10 years, basically. Aren't you sick of it, guys? I mean, I think there was another dump. So when they asked Greenwald about which UFO sightings that he's seen that piqued his interest, he highlighted a report about seemingly urgent UFO information being hand-delivered. We already talked about it in 76. Most details about the information were redacted in the document. The name of the deputy director was also redacted, but records indicate that Carl Duckett served in that position at the time. Dr. Duckett exhibited interest. We already read that. In another report, CIA officials discussed the possibility that UFOs were behind a mysterious blast in the small Russian town of Sasovo, about 400 kilometers southwest of Moscow in 91. Residents report seeing a fiery sphere descend from the sky before a shockwave tore through the town, leveling an entire block. The report said investigators had failed to come to a conclusion about the cause of the explosion, leaving open the possibility of UFOs. Some people are talking about munitions left buried since the last war, while others claim that a powerful bomb fell. A third group blamed it on a meteorite, which to me sounds more likely, and a fourth group blamed UFOs. There are people who supposedly saw a moving fiery sphere. I was thinking about this. Like, when aliens come here and they crash into the planet, I have a feeling that they probably heard the bombs being going off when they did all the testing, right? Sent a shockwave through the universe all the way to them. They got into their vehicles, came over here and crashed. Why? Because I believe with their skinny necks and thin bodies and large heads, that gravity, or whatever you want to call it, is very light on this planet. And it looks like it's about maybe 1/8 of what's here on Earth. That's what scientists said. They think the anatomy of a gray alien depicts that they would live in 1/8 the gravity on Earth or something like that. So let's say that's true. They come over here not realizing the strength of our gravity, and it sucks their craft right in. Maybe they don't know. Maybe they come from a place that doesn't have an atmosphere, and when they got to our atmosphere, it sucked their craft right in, and they crashed. I find that hard to believe for star travelers to not understand atmospheric pressures. But you never know what another alien species knows. Nobody knows what they know. They don't know what we know. We don't know what they know. You know? Hey, look at this over here. This guy, Vinny Barbarino, 29 with a $4.99 super chat over there. He says, Chris Jarvis threatened me and said I better leave a super chat. Well, now I definitely don't condone it. Although I appreciate it. Thank you very much, Chris Jarvis. But don't do it again. Don't be threatening anybody to leave a super chat or sticker. Thank you, Vinny Barbarino 29. You know that's his real name. This person here, his real name is Vinny Barbarino, as far as you know. So, what does this all mean? What's the crescendo to this dump 40 minutes later? Sadly, nothing. How can I say that? What happened in 2012? The last time they dumped on us. And I love that term, dump, because I feel like we're being mocked. And it's almost like the secretary coming up with a big box or boxes and dumping them on our desk or in our cubicle and saying, you wanted, you got it. Here you go. Have fun looking at nothing. This dump, although there will be some interesting things, we already know that UFOs exist. Nothing new came out of this, okay? Well, what I like, though, and I don't want to be all negative, I like that they've had all of these reports, and I think John Greenwald got a lot of them. And he says that they're not giving us everything. Because what he has and what they just dumped is more than what they've given us. Excusez-moi. So we got about 60%. I don't know. You know, you can only know what you know, and nobody knows. All right? John Greenwald's making assumptions because he knows what he has, and he has more than what this is. So they're not giving us everything. We got everything. What else do you want? Oh, wait, hold on. Wait. What else do we want? Oh my God. What do we want? Stories? Who gives a shit about stories? I want UFO videos, man. I want the videos. I'm so tired of reading. In 1976, John and Nancy Stiller were driving down the road, and I know. And they saw a big bright light, and then they saw helicopters, and then there were jets, and then the road was closed, then it was open, then they had 3 hours missing time, and they woke up with a headache, a nosebleed, their car was on fire. I got it. Heard it. Hey, look at that, a super chat by Ricardo Jimenez. $2 super sticker. I know aliens like tacos, he says on Tuesday. Very interesting you bring that up, because right after the show I'm going to Taco Bell. They got a really nice special. Really nice special on taco. In the box. They got a box. It's burritos and tacos. It's beautiful. That'll last me 2 days. I might not survive it, but nonetheless. Thank you for the super chat. I appreciate that, man. Very generous. Mr. Generoso. So, I want pictures. I want videos. No. Redact that. I want video. You show me video. See, they think people are going, it's the beginning of disclosure. No, it's not. You're being duped. This is no better than the 3 videos they gave us in 2017, whatever frickin' year it was. Nothing happened with this dump. It means nothing. Rich, how can you say that? Because in the overall grand scheme of ufology, where are we? We got the dump in 2012. We had to wait 9 years for another dump? This is everything we have. You got to sift through that. We gave them a bunch of paperwork. Have a lot of fun looking at all those. Yeah, if a hard drive falls out of that dump file and it's got videos on it, then I'll be interested. As of now, I'll wait to see what everybody else gets out of this thing. I'm not looking into it. Have no interest. Because it's all bullshit. Now, there may be some things in this dump that could corroborate a couple of sightings and verify some people who've reported things and were told that they were meteors or swamp gas. That, to me, will be interesting. I think that's going to be fun to see if anything like that comes out of it. The lights do look a little low. There we go. That's a little better. Now you can see, yeah, this beard is a little bit thicker than the last one. Yeah, it's like I'm having a testosterone rush. You know, last night I put up the, let me see if this is working. See if it changed. Nope, it's still last night's. Still showing last night. See, that's what I don't like. It started to work yesterday, and now it's not working at all. The feed. I don't like that. I don't like being duped. So, nothing, guys. I know you want to say it's a lot, but it isn't. I'm telling you, it means nothing. It's cute. I'm a little tickled, to be honest with you, that the CIA thought of us but they didn't really care. You know, it's like giving a Christmas gift of socks to your father. Wow, socks again? Oh my God, it's a good thing I got 2 feet. If I only had 1 feet, forget about it. No, wait, that works. You get twice as many socks if you have 2 feet, 1 foot. But nonetheless, socks are socks. And this dump is no different than the dump we had 9 years ago, 2 years ago, yesterday. It's crap. I'm sorry. Now, you may hear from other people in the UFO community. This is amazing. People don't realize how awesome this is. This is disclosure happening. It's drip, drip, but this is disclosure. Now we get to read all of these stories. Yeah. All of these reports that they're UAPs, right? Nothing from the public. It's just strictly UAP. That's government stories. Or because I see it said all about UAPs, had nothing to do with public stories. You understand? Which even makes it a little more interesting, in my opinion. I like it now that we're going to see all of the unidentified reports that came in from all the Navy and Air Force, military personnel. It's going to be interesting to see where this goes. What's going to happen is this. It's going to have a snowball effect. You're going to have people come out of the woodwork and said, I was part of that, or people will be found and interviewed about certain documents that are now being, declassified, I guess you could say. It's an interesting time. I don't think it's bad at all. I think this is great. I think this is phenomenal. I just don't think it's anything to get excited about yet, because we don't know everything that's in there. If for some reason something is in there and it says, hey, Roswell, 1947, here's some things, that would, I apologize. Hold on. Scratch what I just said, because this is only from the 70s on. That's right. Yeah. Yeah, the previous dump, I think, was from 40s all the way to today, right? That was the other dump. Yeah, from the beginning of time. Anyway, my God, I feel like I talked for a whole hour. Oh, I did. Yeah. Talked for a whole hour on this. Pretty much. All right. Here's an interest. We're going to move. We're moving. Enjoy disclosure if you want to believe that we just got disclosure, because it isn't. I don't mean to be a doik. It's my name. So this fisherman spots a massive great white shark that ends up being the largest ever seen in Australia. There's a video. It comes from Unexplained Mysteries in 3, 2, Eguj. Hey, where's the volumes? Do you guys hear anything? I don't hear it. Well, that's odd. I don't hear it. I hear that.
The great white shark is
Well, that's the weirdest thing ever. You guys were witness to that. Okay.
arguably the most famous shark swimming in our oceans. One thing that scientists, researchers and fishermen can't agree on though is the maximum size of this shark. While it's a universal certainty that they're larger than most other predatory fish, their exact size has long since been the topic of widespread debate and uncertainty for many scientists across the globe. Recently, this photograph has been shared online, claiming that it could show one of the largest great white sharks ever
Holy
recorded.
shnikey!
The shark in
let it
question is said to
go.
be easily over 5 meters in length. This great white has been given the name of Jonah shark. This photograph was captured off King George Sound, which is located in the southwest of Australia.
I think they let it go.
According to the team who tracked the shark, they claim that it took 3 staff members from Western Australia's Department of Fisheries over 2.5 hours to reel her in, something that received its fair share of criticism.
That's sad.
However, they noted that this wasn't a trophy catch, and was done in order to tag the shark.
Oh, they tagged it. Okay, they let it
took the team
go.
almost 10 minutes to roll her over, and by doing so, this allowed them to carry out their research. When you roll a shark over, it puts them in a state known as tonic immobility. Mark Kleeman, the project manager for the department's shark monitoring network, said the following. In a sense, the shark basically goes to deep sleep, which...
Hey, Mr. DB Cooper with a $10 super chat. He says, dumps are always the same. They never give us anything conclusive. They never tell us anything we already don't know. It's all for show. We will see if anything interesting comes from it. Doubt it, though. Thank you, Mr. DB Cooper 77 with the $10 super chat. And a very good point. Kind of echoing my exact sentiments on this. Thank you, man. Appreciate it, Mr. Generoso.
which enables our technical officers to do a small surgical procedure to implant an acoustic tag inside the shark's gut.
I muted myself. So, all right. So that's it. That's it. All right. Yeah, big shark. Look at how big it is. Yeah, got it. All right, big shark. God, I can't look at these pictures. I feel so bad when I watch any animal. I mean, the older I get, I don't know what's wrong with me. I don't know what's gotten into me. I know what's gotten out of me. Testosterone makes guys be dicks. I figured that out. Because the older you get, the less testosterone you have, the more sensitive you become. Top 5 monsters and cryptids of Canada. I'm interested in this. I did not watch it. This comes from Scary Mysteries. Thank you to Coral Ann. And I will see if we can play 1 or 2 of these and have great success. So thank you again, Coral Ann. Here we go.
Known for being a country of friendly folks, Canada is one of the most pleasant places you can visit. But hiding behind its friendly people, lush greenery, and nearly 2 million lakes are stories of very strange monsters and cryptids. These are the top 5 monsters and cryptids of Canada.
You know, before we get on this, I want to say something really quick. I think Canada would have more UFOs, more cryptids, more everything, more paranormal in that part of the world. Look, it's closer to the North Pole. And when the ice retracted, it did a lot of scraping on the ground. It changed a lot of things. The landscape looks totally different than it did when the ice retracted. And I believe that it may have unearthed things that have been lying dormant for tens of thousands of years. Yeah. And all that water that comes down from the poles, goes through Canada, then hits the United States. That's how it works? No? All right, never mind. I just thought it would be creepier since it's closer to the North Pole. Anyway, back to this.
Number 5, Wahila.
Wahoo? Who?
Known as one of the most versatile predators on the planet, the canids are truly impressive. This family includes domestic dogs, jackals, dingoes, wolves, foxes, and more. They're not just impressive with their hunting skills, but that they've also spread out all across the globe.
I don't get it. That's a cryptid. You're going to tell me that cute little dog is a cryptid? No, not buying it. It turns into this? Let's see.
Act as snowshoes when traversing during winter. One eyewitness described the beast as simply looking like a wolf on steroids.
Look at how cute.
Unlike wolves that hunt in packs, however, the Wahila is said to be a solitary hunter. Many of the indigenous tribes even attribute it with supernatural powers. Curiously, the Nahanni Valley, which is the creature's main territory, is also steeped in mysterious occurrences. In fact, the valley has gained itself a rather ominous and gruesome nickname.
Wow, look at
as
that.
It's called the Headless Valley among locals. The reason is that for decades, people who dared venture into the area have been found dead, and all the corpses found headless.
They have big mermaids from Kyle Thompson. I'm reading in the chat room. I wanted to interrupt because I'm bored. I don't like this. Yeah. He says, Kyle says, they have big mermaids around Russia, Lost Islands, or you cannot go to that spot. They have smart abilities and they look like CGI but real. Do you remember that Discovery Channel documentary they had for 2 days, and it was Mermaids Are Real? Look, I thought that was real too. And there's one part where these two kids are walking on the beach and they see something entangled in a net. And when the kid gets close, a hand comes up, and it didn't look good. It didn't look real. And these kids were, apparently recorded it on their cell phones and saying that they actually captured real mermaid on the beach on camera. It wasn't good. The editing on that was not real. It didn't look real. Whether mermaids are real or not is another story. It was an interesting documentary because in the documentary, they were talking how mammals that use sonar, like dolphins, they use echolocation. What is it called? That's how they find. They go, and then it comes back and it tells them if there's a rock in front of them and where they can swim. It's amazing stuff. When the Navy was testing out this sonar equipment, it was so incredibly painful to orca and dolphin, anything that uses echo, GPS. These mammals were trying to get out of the water, and they wound up dying on the beaches all over. Hundreds of dolphins, and this was in the documentary. And I think this really happens. We've seen where dolphins and whales, they wash up by the hundreds. And I don't know why there's these mass die-offs, but apparently they were bleeding from their eye holes, nose holes, and ear holes. And there was severe damage to their internal organs as well, as if something vibrated them to mush, liquefied them. You understand? Have you ever sat in a car with a 15-inch woofer and a lot of power and you can't breathe? Because it does make your heart skip a beat. It makes you can't breathe for a second. That's what they feel when they're in the water, when they were testing this new sonar equipment that basically blinded them and made them deaf and liquefied their insides. They tried leaving the ocean, and when they got to the beach, they weren't feeling the vibrations, I guess. They would rather die than go through that, I imagine. But during those tests in the documentary, it also affected mermaids. Mermaids also use echolocation, echo GPS, and that is why they found one of these in a net on the beach, bleeding, and it was still alive. I think there was another one they found that was dead. They too felt the pain of this sonar testing that the Navy does in the middle of the ocean that nobody knows about. See, that's the thing I feel sucks for the ocean life. They have to deal with all the noise that we're putting in the ocean and all the oil and fuel and dumping of toxic shit and shit. Ugh. Can you imagine what's in the water? I mean, I'm pretty sure that they probably buried nuclear waste in the ocean. Probably dug a hole and dropped it in there. But over time, I mean, eventually it's going to, well, I guess it lasts, 10,000 years before it goes bad? COVID. Anyway, I don't know. Pretty interesting stuff, though. So if mermaids are real, they would be smart. You remember that video that it was from the NOAA, and they were working on something, on repair. I don't know if it was them, but somebody was repairing some sort of communications tower underwater or a cable. I don't know what it was. And you see a fish gets, like, they're videotaping it and watching what they're doing. I guess it was a robot. That's right. It was a robot doing repairs or something like that. And a fish got speared right in front of the camera. Now, you could say that was fake or whatever. Looked real to me, especially on that camera. Is it so hard to believe that there could be an aquatic man? An aquatic life form? Could they be from Atlantis, descendants of Atlantis? That's why I like the abyss. See, I think if you want to talk about disclosure for a minute more, I think what we see on TV, Star Trek, Star Wars, Battlestar Galactica, whatever, all of that stuff, I think, is leaking out information to the public. See, that's why people think we're ready for it, because of all the movies and things. We have a lot of the technology seen in Star Wars, except for the photon torpedoes. There are laser weapons, yes there are, but not like the ones we see. Pew, pew, not that, not yet. By the way, there's a movie I'm going to recommend. 2 of them. And I watched them yesterday. You'd have to rent them, but I didn't care. One was called Parallel. And the other one was called, it had to do with the military made these 4 robots and they gave them AI, but they limited the AI. Well, when they went to Vietnam to do some testing with the robots to see if they could do well without GPS and without any assistance. And these were high-tech robots, as you could imagine, made for killing. And one of them, the parachute didn't open when they dropped him over Vietnam, and it crashed, but its sensor got dislodged and it became more aware of itself. and it started going rogue. And then it's like, what is life? What are you? What am I? But why is life important? It was starting to look at itself, and it didn't understand. It was comparing itself to dead bodies that it killed. It was kind of cool, man. What was the name of that movie? I don't know. Let's see if I can find it here real quick. It was decent enough that I would recommend it. I watched the whole thing. I couldn't sleep. It's called... Was it on... Oh, it was Amazon, I think. Both of them were on Amazon, that's right. One is Parallel, and the other one is... No, that wasn't good. See, I don't like this. Why doesn't it... Where's my movies that I just watched? That's what I want to see. The Monsters of Man. That's the name of it. So, Parallel, it was pretty cool, I have to admit. It was really cool, and you can imagine what Parallel is about. Parallel universes. I'm not going to ruin it, but I recommend those. Arizona Lerp says, YouTube hate Sagu Goophonians? I don't understand what that means. What does that mean, Arizona Lerps? YouTube hate Sagu Goophonians. I don't know what that means. Sagu? No idea. No idea. I like to thank everybody for hanging out tonight. If you could, try to like, share, and subscribe. Believe it or not, it feels great when you do it. It does. I'm not even joking. So there's a video that was sent to me, and I can't use it because it's from Quest TV. But I'm not going to play it. I'm just going to click on it, and we'll talk about it. It says, Soviets find a mysterious disk on Venus. Again, this comes from Coral Ann. Thank you very much for that information. If anybody likes to send me things, now I can't get to everybody every day. I'm trying it. It's hard. But if you have a UFO sighting, anything you want to send me that I could talk about on the show, try to make sure it's not mainstream media, unless it's the news. I can play newsworthy stuff, NASA stuff, but I cannot play TV, like anything TV. So, like Ancient Aliens, I can't play that. I can't play Gaia stuff, can't play that. But what I can do is click on them. And they found this mysterious disk on Venus. So, you know, it's a fiery planet, very acidic atmosphere. We sent, I don't know who sent the probe. I don't know if it was us or Germans or Russians, but they said that the equipment doesn't last very long before it dies. This is it? You can't, wait, this is old news. Well, yeah, December 25th, 2019. Oh, I remember this thing. Yeah, that is a piece they think broke off of either the parachute or from the actual rover or device they sent over there. That's what they kept telling us. I don't know what this is because we can't hear it. But is this a body? Is that what they're telling us here? I don't know. Oh my God. I can't play it. I wish I could. Look who it is. Mr. Nothing. Mr. Nobody. Mr. I don't do any research in ufology and think I know everything. Shitstack. Seth Shitstack. I can't stand him. Shitstain? Shitstack, right? Oh, Shawstack. Oh, sorry. I always thought it was Shitstack. Anyway, I don't know what this object is. I'll have to listen to it on my free time and get back to you on that, but I don't know. Yeah, when I move... Well, that is an odd-looking facial expression. Anyway, I think that was it on that. It's really hard when you can't listen, you know. All right, I have some more. Got a lot of more. Oh, hey. All right, Douglas Atkins, $8 on the Cash App. Thank you very much. I just saw it, Mr. Atkins. Oh, shit. Was I supposed to say your name? It's Magnolia V12. I didn't know it was you. It's not very, well, I'm sorry. But thank you very much for the $8. That's unbelievable. You guys are crazy. Thank you. Magnolia V12. When did he send that? 36 minutes ago. Right after the show started? Wow, thank you. Thank you so much. Yeah, if you guys want to support Goof On, the Cash App is awesome. It goes right into the kitty. Thank you very much. You're the best. Mr. Generoso. I love that Cash App. The reason I like it, it's because they don't, just like PayPal, they take very little. They take 1%. That's it. Whereas YouTube, you know, they take a quarter of everything. But either way, thank you so much. All right. I actually accidentally went to the wrong account, so let me pull this back up. All right. So I have been saying this for years, that we are so dummied down. Nobody knows anything about history. And you know what? My father always told me growing up, read, read, read. One thing that will set you apart from everybody else is knowledge. And I didn't listen to him, okay, till I got into my mid-20s. That's when I started reading the paper every day front to back. And, you know, I was kicking myself. But, you know, when you're a kid, you want to play with girls and or boys, or play with dolls, play with cars, whatever. You just want to be a kid, right? But I think if I was a parent, and the reason I'm not is because I chose not to.
Do you think?
Because it's difficult, and I get it. But I see it with my nephew, who's 29 years old, lives with my parents for 10 years now, because his parents kicked him out when he was 18 or 19. And my mother took him in. And this kid had no people skills, still doesn't work, never has, and is not that smart when it comes to generalities and things you should know, right? What do they call those things that you should know, like who the first president of the United States is, right? Christopher Columbus. All right, so this is so ridiculous that I had to play it. Jesus was shot by Lee Harvey Oswald in the 1300s. And Mark Dice is going around talking to people, and their answers are mind-boggling. In 3, I don't even want to play it. 2, go.
If we had stricter gun control laws, that Lee Harvey Oswald would not have been able to shoot Jesus, or would he have still used a gun on the black market?
He still would have used a gun.
He still would have been able to get a gun to shoot Jesus?
Yeah, absolutely.
Do you think if we had stricter gun control laws that Jesus would have not been killed?
I don't know. It all depends. If someone wants a gun, they're gonna get it and use it.
But I mean, if there were stricter gun control laws, would Lee Harvey Oswald have gotten the gun that killed Jesus? Do you think? Or you think that would have prevented him shooting Jesus?
I don't know. I really don't know.
Would that have stopped Lee Harvey Oswald from shooting him, do you think? Because he would have needed a background check to get the gun?
No, I don't think I would have. I think people find ways to get around things.
It would have been on the black market. He would have got a black market gun to shoot Jesus?
Probably.
If we had stricter gun control laws, do you think that Lee Harvey Oswald would not have been able to turn Jesus over to the Romans at gunpoint?
No, because the criminal's going to always find a way to do what he wants to do.
So he would have still got a gun on the black market to hold Jesus up at gunpoint and turn him over to the Romans?
Because criminals will always find a way to do what they have to do to survive.
What year did Jesus die, approximately?
I couldn't tell you.
Just roughly. 1500, 1200s?
1300s.
1300s? What year approximately did Jesus die?
I have no idea.
Was it like the 1200s, 1300s? Just roughly. No help, no help. This is only you. Just roughly. What year did Jesus die approximately?
I have no idea.
You could guess.
1300s.
1300s. What year?
Why did they say that? Why? What is wrong with people? Why? Why would they say the 1300s? Oh my God, I can't believe this world I'm living in. You too, you're living in it. All right, this to me is so insane, I have to play it. I haven't seen a downburst like this in years. Probably 4 or 5 years. We get these in Arizona. This one, I don't know where it's from. It doesn't say. But I have to play it because it's unfreaking believable. Just watch this. Look how nice it is, right? Beautiful. Within 30 seconds, we're halfway to 30. It looks like a dust storm. That's rain. Are you kidding me? That is unbelievable. Watch again. To me, it's insane. It literally is insane. 60-mile-an-hour winds, probably. Probably more. That's insane. All right. I just thought I'd show you that. I am still... Now, I would love to be a storm chaser again, but we don't have any storms. You know, I went out earlier this year to the 2 storms that we had all summer. And we used to get 4 storms or 5 storms and in the 80s, and it would rain all night. We'd wake up in the morning and there'd be stuff all over the place. But we don't have that anymore in Arizona. It's all over. All right. This is interesting. This is interesting. Let's see if I can play this one. Let's see. What is this?
Today.
Oh, I was gonna. Yeah, no, I don't like it. I'm not gonna play that. It's not that good. Not that good. This is good. I'll play 2 of these because it's interesting.
Hi, everyone.
But these are 10 creepiest recent archaeological discoveries. This just came out a few days ago, about a week ago, and it's from Origins Explained. Permission? Go.
It's Katrina. From
What?
hearing
Oh,
an ancient
sorry.
mummy's voice to the burial of a six-headed chief, here are 10 creepy archaeological discoveries.
We'll do one or two.
Number 10. Cibele Statue. The Kurul Fortress in Turkey is an ancient settlement dating back some 2,300 years. Located in Ordu, it is the first scientific archaeological excavation site of the Eastern Black Sea and is on the list to become a UNESCO World Heritage Site. Also known as the Kurul Castle, thousands of artifacts have been uncovered so far, and the mayor has made the request to protect the site. Sadly, at the same time, news sources report that dynamite is detonated every day on the slope of the Kurul rocks, putting the fortress and all of its treasures in danger. Only about a third of the site has been excavated so far, but hit headlines when a team of archaeologists discovered a 2,100-year-old marble statue of Cibele, or Kibele, Anatolia's mother goddess. Cibele represents prosperity.
All right, that was it. That's enough. That's boring me right now, so forget it. So there's a new term that I want everybody to get used to hearing. Last night on Third Phase of Moon, it was discussed, and I'm going to bring it up real quick because it's interesting, and I think you should know about it because I want you guys to be in the loop as always. New UFO technology, and I will play it for you now from Third Phase last night because it is interesting. Is it up? No. Come on. Welcome back, everybody. Welcome back. Welcome back.
Welcome back to Third Phase of Moon. Blake Cousins here. We got a special report for you tonight. The world is asking the big question. Are we about to find out what's going on in Area 51 and all the technology that's been suppressed all these years? Is there a cover-up with the technology in regards to Area 51? What do they have within their underground bases? We've shown it to you on Google Maps and the allocations of all kinds of aspects of what's really going on in the base itself, and we got the panel tonight. We got Dr. J. Andy Elias with us, and we're going to break it down also.
You don't need me.
On the sun. That's what kind of keeps us planted to Earth itself, but it's not gravity.
Here we go.
Again,
hold on.
Future, if at all.
Mine. And I want to break it down for everybody listening that there is a new terminology out there right now. And let me tell you, UFO is maybe incorrect and UAP is definitely wrong. There is a new terminology, and I asked the big question to my physicist. His name is Alex, and we came up with this concept of a new form of how you describe what these UFOs or UAPs are, and maybe we need to change it all up. So we came up with this. It's called a meta propulsion craft, an MPC. So meta propulsion craft, we're going to break it down with our physicist coming up in a little bit, but he states that gravity does not exist. So these anti-gravity terminology, anything that deals with anti-gravity in this conspiratory world really doesn't exist. There's no such thing as gravity, apparently to the physicist and Einstein himself. It's basically we're free falling all at the same time, and we're bending a curve around the sun. That's what kind of keeps us planted to Earth itself, but it's not gravity. Again, we're going to break it down, but this meta propulsion craft, this is the technology we need to find out. And whether it's UFOs from another planet or anything like that, I think the technology is within our hands. Dr.
What is meta? Let's look up what meta means real quick, because what is a meta propulsion craft, you're asking? So let's see what meta means. Well, it's a Greek meaning. It's a prefix meaning more comprehensive or transcending. What is an example of meta? They're often found in fine arts with, say, paintings or photographs of photographers. Popular culture has also gone meta with cartoons showing their self-awareness. No, I don't know if that's it. What is another word for meta? Trans, ortho, content, name, description. Well, meta, in terms of what we're talking about as far as UFOs go, it is this meta material. It is, I don't know how to explain it, but if there's no gravity, like Einstein says, okay, people think there's gravity. This Alex guy, who's a physicist, says really there is no gravity. We grew up hearing about gravity, but you have to really distance yourself from what you've learned to try to let this in and understand what meta is. Whatever these craft are made of, it's that meta material, I'm not sure, whatever it is that's keeping it afloat, keeping it stable in the air. And I don't know what gravity is or why there's no gravity or anything. I'm not a physicist. Was Isaac Newton wrong? I mean, didn't he come up with gravity? He figured it out, right? Newton's law. I'm not too sure. The moon is trapped around the earth. It's stuck in its grasp. And what is keeping it there? Nobody knows what gravity is. Nobody knows how these craft are able to float. And they think it has something to do with the metamaterials in the craft, whatever that is. Whatever the craft is made of. Now, are all UFOs MPCs, meta propulsion craft? I don't think so, because we have some things that seem to be alive. We have some objects that are lights, and they wink out and they disappear. Are they interdimensional metamaterial craft? Are they beings? You need to watch this show, this this movie, Parallel. Make you think. But I don't know. I like MPC. It's going to be hard to remember to say, because UFOs, everybody knows. Nobody knows what an MPC is because it was just created. But it kind of makes sense. Yes, it's unidentified. We know that. But let's streamline it for today and just say meta propulsion craft. Because whatever meta is, it is a craft of some sort, and it is propulsion of some sort. And where does that propulsion come from? The meta. Whatever it is. Metamaterials. It's short for that. Metamaterial propulsion craft. Meta propulsion craft. Is that something you can get on board with? Do you believe in that? Do you believe there's no gravity? The weird thing is, when we send unmanned craft to Mars, to the moon, to Venus, wherever, we do use the Earth and the moon and whatever to propel the craft by using what I thought was gravity, this force around the Earth, around to propel it, to change its direction. We saw that with Oumuamua. Oumuamua came, went around the sun, and zoom, went back out. Although that was a really unusual craft. Nobody knows how that thing did what it did, but it did it. But meta material. Meta propulsion craft. Alex is going to explain it in the near future on why this meta propulsion craft this NPC term should be used instead of UFO. It is an unidentified flying object. It is I hate UAP, but if you want to go with that, go ahead. Be my guest. I don't see why you would. But it is that. I think it's interesting. Anyway, just trying to make ufology a little better, a little easier. You understand? No, you don't. Yeah, you do. You do? All right, you do. Good. I don't know why this is here. I don't need to read that. All right. Here. Oh, right. I almost forgot. This is very interesting. I don't know why this is deemed a UFO sighting, but these have been popping up. And I don't understand it. Comes from Bill Grimes. But these have been popping up around the world. Don't you think that's a little strange? I just did a report on one of these for Third Phase of Moon. They look like contrails from airplanes. And I think that's what they are. But there's a couple that there's no way it was made by a jet, like a passenger jet. We had one in Arizona just last week. I took a picture of one a long time ago, not as pronounced as this, but close. Mine was more like this. But it could have been, I don't know, man. I don't know what these are. But they're showing up. And there will be a report on them tonight on Third Phase of Moon later. But it's weird. I don't understand it. I don't know where it's coming from. But it must be airplanes. Right? Obviously. Could it be a drone? I don't know. But they're popping up. These semicircles, they're popping up. Could it be a UFO? Could it be it was spinning? And it just, right at that time, it let out, a little bit of gas. Just a real quick, while it's spinning. No. All right. Thought you might like that. Interesting. Very interesting. Juneau? Hey, Juneau? Juneau, Alaska? All right, what is this I see? Oh, wow, right. Where is this from? Anonymous. I could play this for a second. This is interesting. You need to hear this. Prepare yourself. It's not what you think. Bridge on the moon just appear out of nowhere. Capiche? Hey, it's a 3 Capiche show. This late? 3? Something like that? We were told, according to some of the astronauts, or maybe one or all of them, to not come back. And guess what? We didn't go back. We didn't go back. We didn't go Beckley Tepley. Go Beckley Tepe. Tepley. We didn't go. Machu Picchu? Button? The button? I'm not too sure what's going on the moon. But I really think there's something going on. Either we have been living there on the moon, which I don't understand. How could we be living on the moon when we didn't have the technology, I guess, to live there? To go there. How? It's very frustrating. I can't imagine what's on the moon. See, and this is what I said earlier in the broadcast. broadcast, live stream, whatever. This is what I said earlier. What did I say? What did I say? I don't remember. Now I forgot what I said, what I was going to say about what I said. That's funny. That's funny. I said something earlier in the show. Oh, right. I remember. No, now I forgot. Something to do with the Truman Show. Like, no, I can't remember. It had to do with, like, we're living here on Earth. But I don't think everything is what we think it is. Yeah, it's a weird place. I think that's why we see UFOs. I think that's why people have abductions. Because I think on the moon and deep in our oceans or under the ocean, whatever, Antarctica or even the North Pole, that there is a species that could look like man, maybe not, that's literally watching us. And I don't know, man. Think about this for a second. Just think about this. For as long as man has been around, they've talked about the moon, and not more than 500-600 years, I think, we've been able to look at the moon with telescopes and things of that nature. And we've always seen things on there, flashes on the moon. They used to dismiss them back in the old days as asteroid impact or something. But now we know that there are these lights that come out of the craters. And we see objects coming out of the craters. We've seen disc-shaped objects. When we landed on the moon, they said, don't come back. That was the intention of when we landed on the moon, and they looked on the crater and they saw all these big craft, huge, and they felt threatened. They knew when they were on the moon that they shouldn't be there. You know what I find really weird is Mars. A lot of things that were sent to Mars, especially in that one Russia probe that they sent there. I can't remember the name of it, but it snapped a picture of something that looked like a Oumuamua before it lost its signal. I think whatever's near Mars or watching Mars took out those craft. But then you have the Voyager that landed, right? Didn't it land on Mars? Got the face on Mars? Remember? Why would they let that one land and not the other ones? Some of those probes just went missing. 1 minute they're there working perfectly, the next minute, done. And a picture of that big cigar-shaped craft before that Russia one, there was a video that is out there, and we played it last year. Let me see if I can find it real quick. Russia, I think, was landed on Mars. And people think, and I don't know, here it is, I found it, 1962. But what if this is real? A lot of people think it's fake. But let me show this to you.
We connected up the printed circuit.
I believe this is it.
The videotape that Sir William Ballantyne, before his death, had sent to his friend John Hendry. This time, we obtained an acceptable picture, which you are now about to see as we saw it.
Okay, already it sounds like bad acting, yeah? I don't know, but it looks legit to me, man. Pretty amazing, huh? And then they land. I mean, this looks legit. I don't know when this was made, to be honest. Oh, look who it is. It's that guy from that thing on that show. It is funny because we know Mars looks like this. And it's got even a blue sky. That's real. Mars does have a blue sky. Okay? It does. It does. It does. This might be real. I know it sounds goofy the way they're talking. Maybe it isn't real. But holy mackerel, if this was made some years ago, 20, 25 years ago, that's pretty good. It's pretty good. I like it. I don't know. Maybe I'm a little bit hopeful. Maybe we've been to Mars. Imagine if we've been to Mars already, what's going on over there now? Maybe that's why we're seeing the things we're seeing with the rover that shouldn't be there. Forget it. I can't even imagine. Can't. It's crazy. Can't imagine. Interesting. 180 days? We don't have to worry about no 180 days. Don't worry, guys. You want to believe disclosures dripping? That's okay with me. Enjoy those 2 million documents with everything we already know and already talked about. But I want to thank everybody for hanging out tonight. Third Phase of Moon does have a video coming up a little bit later this evening. So keep your eyes open for that. And Third Phase will probably as well. So we'll be back tomorrow, 10 Eastern, 7 Pacific, right here on Goof On. I want to thank everybody who super chatted. Thank you very much. I appreciate that. Super generous. And the Cash App, everything, all that stuff, if you want to support Goof On, is in the link in the descriptions. Whatever it is, it's down there. And moderators, thank you very much for keeping everything in check. Newcomers and veterans that stay here, hung out for a little while, thank you very much. I appreciate you. I know who you are. Appreciate it. So that's it. We'll be back tomorrow night, 10 Eastern, 7 Pacific, right here on YouTube's. If you ain't looking up, you ain't looking out for ufology. Good night, everybody.